tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Broncos going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And incomplete to open things up.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with it.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Sua Cravens with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, here's Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over, and he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Prescott now on second down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. He finds Coleman. A big 30-yard play on third.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second down throw for Prescott. His throw caught at about the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Dak Prescott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Mahomes now on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A handoff to Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now Franks for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. Coleman now. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Throwing. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. To throw is Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Fournette, and nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 20, touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Second down, Prescott drops it off for Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott from the gun on third. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. First down, Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Prescott down. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To the air again, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And
it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Prescott, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be 1st down, Denver.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Prescott on 1st down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Miles Jack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Prescott now on 2nd down. And fights through one man. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Starts with a handoff to Coleman. Finding some room at midfield. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 47-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. first down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it'll be first down here after the run. Defense showing blitz. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Now Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Broncos on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott yet again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And McManus able to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And now running right through it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriots.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Over. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
1st down, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 24-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. It's a gain of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Sua Cravens with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead no matter what. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, Prescott. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Fournette, a first down carry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Let's go. Green, 39. 48. Watch it now, Barney. Check. Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Mahomes going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch.
Martavis Bryant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Martavis Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Set. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Fournette on the counter, and an alley to run. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jags, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, they go down to defeat for just the second time in 11 games so far. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.